Welcome to Saitechinfo channel. Let us discuss this problem based on continuity and discontinuity or continuity and differentiability, but we'll be discussing about this specific problem whether this given function is discontinuous at x is equal to 5. Let us consider f of x is equal to 1, that is the constant function. F of x is equal to 1. So if f of x is equal to 1, if you put any number, that becomes 1 only. Therefore, if I put f of 5, that also becomes 1 because you don't find any variable, so it will be a constant function. So f of 5 is equal to 1. So this is the first equation. Now we need to go for the second function, that is if x is equal to 5. So we need to check the LHS as well as the RHS, that is LHL or HL. Okay, so let us consider, always you draw some x-axis and it is said it is not equal to 5. It means that is either it can, let me say this is 5. So either it can be in what? That is 5 minus, means it can be 4, 3, 2, etc. or between 4 and 5. On the right side, it is 5 plus. Okay, so let me take the smallest interval, okay, on both sides. So this is the h delta x, shortest interval on the left and right. So for left we had to subtract, for right we had to add. Okay, right. Now the given function is that is the modulus of x minus 5 divided by x minus 5. Let us consider the x minus 5, the numerator part, because it is said the x is equal to is not equal to 5, means it can either be on this side, on right side or left side. Okay, so if it is left side, means it can also include the negative part, is it not? It can be even less than 0. And similarly, the positive aspect means that is x minus 5 can be greater than 0. So we can fix a limit. Let us have this numerator. Okay, because since it is in the modulus, anything can be positive. But we are aware of x minus 5. Let us consider x minus 5 value is less than 0. Okay, less than 0. Let us consider this less than 0. That is, the resultant value is negative. And on the right hand side, x minus 5, okay, x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, greater than or equal to 0. Why I have put greater than or equal to 0? Because we have considered x is equal to 5 also. So I have to include 5 also here. Do you understand? Right. Now, let us consider the function f of x. Is equal to, and here it is x minus 5. Okay, why? Because x minus 5 is negative, so that is why I taken here. So instead of using x minus 5 here, even I can put like this. Okay, x minus 5. Okay, and of course, as you know, this will be being modulus, it will be plus, but okay, so x minus 5 is less than 0. Okay, that x minus 5 value is less than 0. I have taken in that way. Therefore, if x minus 5 of minus within the modulus means that is it becomes what? Positive only. Is it not? So it can be x minus 5. And what about this? This will be x minus 5. Is it not? Minus of x minus 5. Okay. So we can call it this x minus 5 is less than 0. Let me consider the first function. So it becomes what? Minus 1 when x minus 5 is less than 0. Are you able to understand? So f of x is minus 1 if x minus 5 is less than 0. So this is the LHL. Okay. Now let me come to the greater one, that is RHL. This is LHL because I have gone to the extreme level. Now RHL. And here I am considering the limit f of x. Here in this case limit f of x approaches 5 minus. So I have taken this. Now RHL. In case of RHL, I am taking limit f of x. Okay. Then x approaches 5 plus, that is on the other side. It means that is x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 0. That is being positive. Okay. Now, so in that case, x minus 5 is greater than 0. It means then this case we can fix like this. F of x, x minus 5. Okay. And this is x minus 5 modulus, and this is f of x. Okay, so this is the case with x minus 5 is greater than 0. So it becomes what? X minus 5 divided by x minus 5, that is equal to 1. So it means the limit f of x with x on the 5 plus side RHL is equal to 1. It means that is, what is the f of x here? Initially f of x is not equal to, okay, limit f of x that is not equal to limit, and here limit with x tends to 5 minus, and here f of x tends to 5 plus. Why? Because in this case f of x is minus 1, okay, whereas this is plus 1, okay, and this is f of x is 1 and this is minus 1, this is plus 1, okay, or you can simply put 1. So they are not equal. Okay. So that is why the given function, therefore the given function is not continuous. Okay, it's not continuous at x is equal to 5. Is it okay?